Here we find ourselves in the main menu. We're going to quickly go over where you can find everything in Huzzard Inventory. It's important to note that not all of these features will be available to every user. This is because different users are going to have different permissions. We're going to start by taking a look at the Stock tab on the left-hand side of the screen. Here we see the current stock levels of every item at our location. We can search for a specific item. We can manually import a shipment here, which this feature will be depreciated soon as it's part of a legacy version of the app. We can manually reconcile, create a PO, or export one of the two stock reports here. And now we'll click the Huzzard Inventory logo in the top left-hand corner of the screen to bring us back to the main menu. Now we're going to take a look at the Purchase Orders tab. Here we can see every single purchase order. We can search for them, filter for them, create a new one, or export the current ones to CSV. Also, if you have the permission to review purchase orders, you can do that from this tab as well by clicking Review right here. Let's take a quick look at the Requested POs tab now. PO, of course, stands for Purchase Order. This tab will only be available to those who have the power to review purchase orders. Again, we have the ability to search and filter up here. Reviewing a purchase order is pivotal because it is the step that determines whether or not the purchase order is sent to your supplier and your organization is billed for those items. Let's click Review and see what that process looks like. Here we get a chance to look at the purchase order now. We can see what we are ordering and how much, and then we can choose to either approve or reject it. Here we can look through all of the locations that are available to us. Not everyone will have multiple locations here though. Once we select a different location, the information in the other tabs will change, like the Stock tab will change to reflect the stock of the now currently selected location, as well as the Purchase Orders and Requested Purchase Orders tab. Up here we can find our notifications. Again, we can search and filter, and we can also export our notifications to a CSV file. Now if we click on our user avatar in the top right hand corner, we will find our scanner login, profile and organization settings, and the ability to log out. Let's dive into those organization settings. Here we can change the settings for our whole organization, and within these tabs we can add, view, and edit the users within our organization, the locations, the regions, the items, and the categories of items. Here we also have another notifications tab, which is the exact same as the other one found before. Okay, so that was a quick overview of where you can find things in Huzzard Inventory. If you have any further questions, you can find more detailed explanations on most of these topics elsewhere in the knowledge base, but if that still does not answer your question, feel free to scan the QR code on your screen and fill out the form.